Got the bag a little repaired. It's moving quicker again. See how long it's going to last. And we'll have to get a new pair bag for it, because this one's about shot. Trying to not invest in a whole lot, because we're going to be going back to the U.S. and we can't take it with us. Alright guys, if you've been watching this channel, you know the drill. We're going to do the 17 muscle workout. Joe's got the stool behind him. He'll touch his backside to it. Not a deep squat with this exercise. And we have Rocky guest starring in the background here. Maybe you'll see him from moment to moment going back and forth from the door. And we'll begin whenever Joe's ready. We'll back us up just a hair, son. There we go. So you see what he's doing here. Just touching to it. And he'll do a couple other exercises with this. This is a super set that we have here that we do, and we do everything in supersets and to an extreme type level with everything we do. What you looking?
My water, I thought I brought it.
I don't see it. It has been so hot down here in South America here lately. And well, it really hasn't been all that hot, but it's been a lot, what would you call it? Humid, the humidity. A lot of humidity going on. Ultra humidity. Olha como está. Looks like, we don't know yet, but looks like there's wonderful neighbors that we have that just moved in. So we'll have to wait and see, but we're not going to be here that long anyway. The only thing we don't want is the partying in the middle of the night. I mean, everywhere you live in Colombia, it can be a living on 170th in Harlem. It just throw down, knock down, hell raising. And you bring one in, and they just destroy the whole neighborhood because they keep everybody up all night long. And they got plenty of laws against that here. Colombia is probably, with the 48 million people that they probably have 48% more written laws, and that's saying than we do in the U.S. And that's saying a lot, because their constitution, their last constitution, was ratified and done in 1996. And boy, they got a law for everything, but they enforce no laws. So there's zero law enforcement here. So we live like cowboys, and people can't stand that. They know we're armed, and they know we will take our chances with court if need be. And they can't stand it, boy. They cannot stand it. They hate us. And it's developed a return emotion that we have, and we're struggling to get over it. Because Joe and I don't want to be haters. So we're always working around here, always something going on. Since about 7 this morning, 7:30, Joe's been constantly doing something, constantly. He had about 8 to 12 minutes where he laid back and maybe looked at something on his phone, had a break. Now we're into this, and we're after 4 o'clock. And when we get done with this, he's already done a lot of things other than what I will show you or have shown you on this video so far. But the rest of the evening he'll be studying, and always something going on. A lot of work going. And that's how we can be so bold, is because the work rate is some of the highest in the world going on in here. Even with Joe being at 17 years old, the work rate is phenomenal. And we want you to have a good work rate too. And I got the reflex bag relatively fixed, and it is something keeping one of these things operating. We've had this thing for 3 years now, and other than snapping springs left and right, I guess Joe snapped about 6 or 7 of them, maybe 8 to 10 of them. But keeping a reflex bag going requires a lot of work. They are cantankerous, and of course people think they're new, and they're not. Nothing new about these things. They were collecting dust in boxing gyms when I was a kid, because the guys in the 30s and 40s that used them, I guess in the 50s, 60s, and 70s stopped using them. So, but I know one thing, in the early 70s they were collecting dust in the corner gyms. And then we seen Ryan Garcia come out, and he's using one. Of course, a fiberglass and steel contraption. This thing here is made as the best to the recollect of my memory as a kid. And this thing here is solid steel all the way throughout. And Joe has to hold back on hitting the pear bag on top because he'll bust one. And them damn things sound like cannons when he busts them. Oh. How you feeling?
I'm good.
Alright. What you got left?
I did 4 sets, so I got some 5 left.
He's got 5 left, so he's going to get on it today. So with this. And Joe right now, he's rocking at about, I think maybe right now, 183, 184 pounds. I might as well say between 180 and 184 right now. And he went down a lot of weight, so he could probably get down to 168 and fight at super middleweight here at 17, 18 years old, or light heavyweight. And if he chooses to put the pounds on, he can rock and roll at cruiserweight or heavyweight. He can go to 200 plus, 201 plus. Very blessed in that way. He can cut weight in a heartbeat. And that's a good thing. And right now he's hitting as hard as he was at 200 pounds at 180-ish here. And he got down to 174, so we know he can go down to light heavyweight. And he's hitting every bit as hard as he was at 200, 202 pounds. So that's the natural gifting that he has. And I always try to tell these young boxers, you know, you may have a natural gift at something. Some people a natural speed gift. Some people a natural speed with strength. Some people knockout power. There's some people with great quick footwork. And but if you don't maximize what you got and work your tail end off, you ain't gonna make it in the boxing. You just won't make it. You're gonna get beat up. And I tell you what, we are going to take extreme pleasure. Joe was just talking about this earlier today. We're getting back to the United States and beating people up. See, in the U.S., they can't hold him out. They can't say he's too violent for this amateur boxing. And Boxing USA won't treat him that way. They won't discriminate like they just have discriminated him in Latin America. So he's going to take pleasure, and any Latino for sure that gets put in front of him is getting knocked the F out. Ain't nothing but a thing. And that's what happens. You beat a kid down, exclude a kid. Y'all jealous of the kid's nationality or whatnot. And that kid's going to come back, you know, and it ain't going to be good for everybody. And I'm going to tell you something. The black fighters in the U.S. used to have that attitude. Being excluded, being held back, not having anything. And that's where he's coming from. And when we get back home to the U.S., you'll all see he'll be fighting like a hellacious, badass African-American fighter from the 60s or 70s. You'll all see. And there won't be nobody there that's going to be able to shake a stick at him. I don't see going, he's 21-0 right now. I don't see going in the amateurs, and he's going to try to get up to get in the Olympics to get a gold medal. And I don't see nobody not taking losses in the amateurs. Especially not today, and especially because of who he is. He's anti-woke, and I am too. And these woke effeminate pieces of junk that have infiltrated not only Boxing USA but all of the United States' Olympic sporting stuff. They've just been infiltrated by these woke individuals, but we'll see what happens. So I constantly instruct them, when we get back, there ain't gonna be no taking it easy on anybody. It's gonna be nothing. You knock everybody the F out, and you're gonna have to mow through everybody. That's what I tell them. I say, son, you're gonna have to mow through everybody, because they'll turn around in the name of wokeness and give a decision to somebody that's not deserving. And that's what happened in these past Olympics. And like I forecasted for 2 years prior to the last Olympics, we would get no medals in boxing, and damn to be sure we got no medals in boxing. And they send the wrong young men up in there to represent the country. There's a bunch of woke weaklings. And us homies don't play that. We're not like that. I don't care, maybe you are, I don't know, but it's okay, go do your thing. But when you are interfering with the better fella, that's not good. You're nothing but a cheater, and that's what wokeism is a bunch of cheating, loser weirdos. And I literally went from thinking here a year ago that when we get back to the U.S., I may be the head man. I may be the head honcho leading the Olympic team, getting this woke bullshit out of there. And but you can't trust Trump. You can't trust nobody. He's talked a good game, but done relatively nothing to do about anything. So, and it'd be better me just concentrating on Joe anyway. But one thing I do guarantee you guys, when we get back to the U.S., you're going to see guys getting knocked stone out. There's going to be a damn string of 20-something of them, 30-something of them. And it's what we keep in our minds and in our hearts. Strength, fortitude, courage. Relying on the hard work. And that's what life is. You're working at something. If you expect something to be handed to you, you're going to be a damn loser. You laying on the couch, channel surfing all day long, sitting there with a laptop open and whatever, and you say, "Oh, I can't find a job." No wonder. Get your ass off that couch. Get out there and do what you got to do. A lot of bitching, moaning, and complaining and griping going on in the United States. And I'm here to tell you, half you asses or 3/4 of you dumb asses, if you were one day in our shoes where we are, you'd be whistling a different tune.
Just a bunch of spoiled kids out there.
Yeah, just a bunch of
Spoiled grown men.
spoiled people in general in the U.S.
It's just what happens. Good times bring along feminine men.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard Joe in the background. He said, "Good times bring along feminine men," and they do.
They don't have to fight for them.
Yeah.
They have to build
Yeah.
character.
They don't have. That's right. They don't have to fight for nothing, so they don't no opportunity to build character. They did a little commercial and put Joe in it at the barber shop, and we have that up as a short. You guys should go check that out. Hey, we're going to town on Joe. They did a good job on his hair, about ready to go back. But the guy sent us a thing today. We have it up on one of our shorts here on YouTube. And I was shocked. They were like, "Do you mind? Can we use you to advertise the joint?" And I was like, "Joe, if you want to do it, do it." Joe's like, "Yeah, I don't give a dang."
I got 9 cents.
All right, so we got 9 cents of this. So this is what we're going to show you today, or what we have shown you today. I want to tell you much love to you guys, and as imperfect as we are up in here, Christ is King, Lord, and Savior. We hope He is up in where you are, and if He's not, we hope He soon will be. And we will see you tomorrow.